So they want to bring out a law to stop people talking about disinformation. That's hilarious, because the government does it all the time. So when they bring this law out, can we backtrack on the things the governments have done too? Don't forget, when you bring it out and you attack the people about what they say, which is freedom of speech, and about disinformation, well, at least they're just talking, maybe opinions. I hear and see, and I can go back in time and prove that the government has spoken disinformation constantly. Said they were going to do something and never did it. Said they were going to help the people and never did. So when it comes to disinformation, the government needs to look in the mirror themselves before they go make laws to attack other people who have freedom of speech. And if people think it's disinformation, they can go check it themselves, right? That's why these people have been talking about how tricks are happening in the world, right? And about how people say they're going to do one thing, then they go do another, like governments. Disinformation. And then, after they've done all that, terrorised certain areas and screwed up certain areas because of disinformation. Like getting a ship and they can't even park it in a certain area. Disinformation. Right? Then they got to go pay for something else. More money. And this and that. Because they don't talk properly. They talk different stuff. You get it? So when it comes to this law, it should be attacked mostly to people who have the jobs of speaking these certain things. And if these people are a professional and meant to spread truth, but they spread disinformation, then these laws can be used. But if I see these laws get used on people who just speak in their mind, and might get recognised speaking their mind, it doesn't matter. Even if they're using disinformation, people do it all the time. The news does it all the time. And if they get recognised using that wrong information, like the news has done plenty of time, they can get punished for that. It's as simple as that. So in the end, it'll go bad for them. Just like with the government, with their disinformation. And in the end, we can talk about, so what's going on? You said you're going to sort out the water crisis how long ago? You've been talking about what now? Let's talk about disinformation. You better be careful about things that you talk about when it comes to rules and things that you worry about. Because you need to look in the mirror first before you complain. It's easy to say a script to make a law, but could you have it yourself? Could you go through it? For real. So one day if you're in a bad position and you started talking your mind and you were learning something and you accidentally send out some disinformation, you couldn't succeed in something. So does that mean this law that you're about to maybe make, will that fit your career? Will you allow to take it too? For real, in all positions, poor and rich. Anyway, I hope you think carefully when it comes to making up laws against people's rights and about disinformation. Because what is that, really? It's a hard law to law. And sometimes some things, when it comes to freedom of speech and people spreading words, you just let them cop it. You let them spread it and then you show the lies. That's what I do. And go from there. Because the truth will eventually come out, doesn't it? With information. Anyway, who gets to say it's disinformation as well? It'd be a law to check out, eh? I guess it'll have a list about what it is, like China does. Have a good one, people, and see you later.